right, we have a lot to talk about today. First off, I want to start off by saying if you get this video to 1,000 likes, that's the like goal for this video. If you get this video to 1,000 likes, I will get Alpharex in a Discord call and I will ask him all of your questions. I'll make a community post on my community tab, and basically I will interview Alpharex with all of your questions that you have for Holy War X. So like the video, start commenting your questions that you want to be answered by Alpharex. Next off, let's start talking about the Holy War X and the Rell Seas collab. Now, some of you might know about this and some of you might not know about this. So in April early this year, Alpharex announced that Rell Seas and Holy War X have a planned joint event. We're planning to link up to break the platform. Now in my eyes, I see this as Holy War X and Rell Seas are probably going to release at the same time. If not at the same time, maybe a day after or maybe a week apart. But basically they have come together and they're going to do a collab. Now this is actually not the first collab that we've seen before. You can kind of consider this as a collab, you kind of not consider this as a collab, but Blox Fruits and GPO actually did a little collab. It was a while ago, maybe like a year or maybe even like 2 years ago, but basically they both changed the logos of their game, and in the homepage both of their games were right next to each other on the popular section. I'll put a screenshot on the screen so you can know what I'm talking about. This was an actual thing. This isn't photoshopped. It was an actual thing at the time. I know a lot of you forgot about this. I honestly forgot about it. It just came up in my mind, so I thought I should bring it out. But yeah, now, honestly, I'm sitting here thinking, how the hell are they going to collab and how the hell is this collab going to work? I really don't know, but I guess there's a few ways that this can work, such as, for an example, an event from Holy War X makes you have to play Rell Seas to obtain an item in Holy War X or something like that. I don't know how this is going to work out, but the Holy War X devs and the Rell Seas devs are closely working together. And as a matter of fact, if you see the newest sneak peeks on Holy War X, they kind of look like Rell Seas sneak peeks. The animation and the models of the new angel form or transformation or whatever, it reminds me of Rell Seas animation and models. Not to mention, a few months back, Alpharex said that one of the Rell brothers helped them to optimize the game. So the Rell brothers are helping Alpharex with Holy War X. Now you might be asking, why are you bringing up this collab now? Because recently Alpharex and Rell Seas, the Rell brothers, made an announcement on both games recently. For Holy War X, Alpharex announced that media ban has been lifted, and now we've been getting sneaks recently, and it's been about 5-6 months since we've gotten sneaks from Holy War X. And for Rell Games, they have announced testing. So Rell Seas testing is actually coming out soon, probably in the next 2 to 3 months before 2024 starts, or maybe even this month. We really do not know. I might be wrong, but I think the only way to get tester or early access, I don't know what they're really calling it, but to get access early, I'm gonna call it, for Rell Games is, I think, to go to the Discord and purchase their server subscription. I think you have to purchase the Gold Supporter, which gives you the chance to attend giveaways for tester or / early access. So it doesn't actually mean that you get early access, but it just means that you get the access to giveaways to try and obtain early access. So yeah, you can pay $10 to try and get that. Not 100% sure, but I think that's how it's going to work. Now, I've been fed juicy information about Rell Games, and I'm gonna stop talking about it before I leak something that I'm not supposed to leak, because honestly, I myself am not supposed to know about this. But yeah, moving on. Not only did Alpharex announce the media ban has lifted, but he also announced that he's going to be selling early access for around $30, something similar to how Jujutsu Infinite sold early access to for $30. Now, if you did not know, Jujutsu Infinite made, oh my gosh, they made a lot of money. The game hasn't even released, and Jujutsu Infinite made at least 300,000 USD. Now, the thing is about Holy War X early access is, I don't know if there's a difference between testers and early access, but there's probably a difference between testers and early access. And what I mean by this is, early access would probably have ability to play the game earlier before everybody else for roughly about $30, while testers actually will be able to play the game before everybody else, have tester perks such as, I don't know, an in-game item, a title, whatever, and also testing updates before the game comes out, which this probably makes the most sense to me. Early access, as it states in the name, only probably allows people to just play the game earlier on before everybody everybody else. So if you're impatient and you want to buy early access, you could go on ahead and buy early access. You might get an in-game title that says early access like how Peroxide doesn't, or you might get a few benefits here and there. So just keep that in mind. When you buy early access, you might not be on the same level as testers. You can think of it as pre-ordering a game before it released and then playing that game before the game actually released. But yes, so that all being said, it is very likely that Holy War X and Rell Seas is coming to a release, which is great because Roblox is very dry right now. Some people predict that the release is going to be 2023, and if it's 2023, it makes the most sense to drop it on December, somewhere around Christmas when nobody has school. But I don't think it's going to be 2023. As I stated before, Rell Games is going into testing very soon, which indicates that the game is probably going to release less than 6 months from now, which is great. And we can say the same thing about Holy War X. As I stated before, Holy War X and Rell Seas is probably going to release around the same time. However, I really don't think it's going to be a 2023 release, but more of like a March 2024 to, if we're lucky, January 2024. Now, with the new Holy War X media ban lifted, I want to go over some of the newest sneaks that they've posted, and I'm not gonna go too in depth as, like I said before, I want to make this video an 8-minute video. But something I find very interesting is that the Goddess mode transformation that they've added to the game. Now, I'm not sure if this is 100% how it's going to work, but the information that I've been fed is that every race in the game will have a transformation like this, and the transformation looks very bizarre. It looks like you're a wild creature walking around the map or whatever, I don't know. But this is only stage 1 of the final transformation, so there's going to be a beast variant of the final transformation, and every time you use it and you use it and you use it, you're going to master it, and eventually when you master this transformation, you transform into an R15 humanoid form of this, which means you've mastered it. And this makes the most sense to me, and I really like this concept. Basically, you're a wild beast trying to perfect its transformation, and eventually you'll come to a human transformation of your race. Now, I'm pretty sure every race is going to have a transformation like this, so that can be like the angel race, the devil race, the fairy race. Every race is going to have its own little monster transformation that you have to master, and eventually you get to the point where you become a R15 humanoid transformation of that version, which is supposed to be better. And I like it personally because I like to be R15, and I think the concept is really cool. But that is one of Holy War X's new sneak. Another sneak that they posted was a shark sneak. It looks like a regular shark. A couple of the new sneaks are the bass prison sneak. They're gonna have a prison system in the game, and we've seen Arcane Odyssey with a prison system, but hopefully they go more in depth with this. We also have Yetis, so we have like a Yeti sneak. We have a Megalodon sneak. That looks like a boss. Then we have this guy, which I think is from Skyrim, if I'm not mistaken. And apparently there is a quest line that leads up to defeating him, and after you do that quest line, you get an armor, which I like better than just farming one boss over and over again for a 1% drop, as you see with modern day anime Roblox games. Instead, hopefully, most of the stuff in, well, not most, but some of the good stuff that you can get in Holy War X, hopefully they are through quest lines. Even though the quest lines might be hard, it might take you 6, 7, or 8, or maybe even 10 hours to do. At least you're not sitting there grinding one boss over and over again just for a 1% drop. And then finally but not least, probably the best sneak that he has posted so far is lockpicking sneak. Now in this sneak, as you can see, that he is riding a mount, and not only that he's riding a mount, but the mount looks very smooth. Holy War X is looking magnificent. As you can see here, he goes up to a chest, and now he's trying to lockpick the chest. Now, the lockpick mechanism in this game reminds me of the lockpick mechanism in Hogwarts Legacy. If you haven't played Hogwarts Legacy, it's something similar like this, where you rotate an inner circle and an outer circle until you get to the points where they both need to be, and then you open the chest. Just like Hogwarts Legacy and Holy War X, there are different level of lockpicking mastery that you go through. Now, with that all being said, I think I kept this video under 8 minutes. I have absolutely no idea where I'm at right now. I'm at 19 minutes. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna try to trim this down. Oh, I think I failed. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if this is gonna do it. Woo! 10-minute video. 10-minute video. 1,000 likes and I'll get Alfrex in a call, and I will interview him, asking him all of your questions. But this video needs to get 1,000 likes. With that being said, enjoy the rest of your evening, day, night, morning, day,
Shoot
night.
my shot like a fucking heat seeker. Off of the molly and the coke, she a keeper. No, I really love her, but no, I don't need her. No, it sounds bad, but I never wanna leave her. Yeah, I've been in my bag for a long, long time. I've been going down the road, it's a long, long ride. And the only one I want is you, my side. We gon' split this shit up like it was apartheid.